Hello, everybody. This is Queen Lenora again. And so, talking about marriage advice today and how can you get over the fact that your partner cheated, had an affair on you? How do you get over it? And how can your partner who did it help you in this way as well? So, I'm going to just say the first thing is it's the hardest thing to deal with sometimes, to know that the person that you was with cheated on you or had an affair, however you want to put it, and you don't know what to do and your feelings is all over the place. But even though that person did it to you, doesn't mean that you can stop loving them. You're still going to have emotional ties and you're still going to love them, and you want to forgive them, and then you try to forgive them, but it's hard. And as a person that did it, you feel guilty, and then when they keep throwing it up in your face, you feel like they're not trying to let go of it, but really, you really like put a sledgehammer through the relationship, and you don't want to. You want to be able to fix that. And how do you break a plate that you just take a matter of fact, your favorite dish, and you just are tool or PlayStation, somebody just took a sledgehammer and break it? How do they mend it and fix it without just buying a whole new one? And buying a whole new one, that means you out of the relationship, and that's not what we're trying to be at. Okay? So the first thing you have to do, of course, as the person that was the cheater, I'm going to say you have to start searching within yourself. What made you cheat? Because these are questions that she needs answers to, or he needs answers to. These are questions, I don't care if it's a male or female, they both want the same answer, and they usually go about the wrong way and go, did you love that person more than me? Did you, what did you do with them? I want to know every details. No, they don't need to know every details. No, they don't need to know. They don't need to know every details. They don't. And then they wonder why. Why was this person better than me at this and stuff like that? And that is not the case. It's just sometimes it happens, and sometimes people are cheaters, and sometimes they just felt less than, and this person made them feel more than. So remember that as well. But the first thing the cheater needs to do is say, what made me cheat on my husband? Or what made me cheat on my wife? What made me do this? Why did I leave this person? Once you get that, write that down, because you're going to forget it when it's asked. So write it down and ask yourself, do I really love my spouse? If I did, why would I want to hurt the person? Usually it's, I didn't want to, I wasn't thinking. But write it down anyway, because you might have a better or a different answer. It might not be better, it might be worse. But it's an answer. So you want to look at those and analyze it. Because when these questions come up, be prepared for the answer. And even if you didn't have it, now you do. So that's on that side. On the person that's been cheated on, you need to say now to yourself, am I willing to work this out? If I am, how do I do it? Do I still love them? Or, what could I have done that might have had something to do with it? Now, it's not your fault that you did it, but sometimes we can provoke somebody to do something without knowing that we provoked somebody to do it. And we don't want to do those things ever again. But you want to answer those questions to yourself, not to the person that did it, because then they will then try to turn it around on you, and you don't want to have that. Plain and simple. And even though you can go, well, I cheated, but I wouldn't do that. Yes, you would, because you don't want to be in a hot seat that long. Nobody wants to be in a hot seat for a long time. So if I can get it off of me and put it on somebody else, that's what I'm going to do. That's life, period. Not saying you trying to be punk out or you trying to wimp out or anything like that. That's just what we do. Men and women, we might not do a lot of things alike, but we don't want to be in a hot seat. Just tell you that. So then you want to also make sure that you are wanting this relationship not to take revenge. You want to have this relationship to work on it. Matter of fact, I want a better relationship when we work this out. Like, it cannot be the same relationship. We now have to revise it and make it a better relationship that works for both of us. So sometimes we're so busy on what we had a dream or tradition or what somebody else's relationship is, and we put ours in that same category, and it doesn't work for us, and then we do stupid stuff as cheat. I read so many things, and they say, it takes about a year or two to get over somebody cheating. And I'm going to be honest. I don't think somebody ever gets over it, but I think people can heal from it. So have you had like a scar? Like you got hurt and there was a scar and it hurt when you really got it, but then it did it, but it healed, but the scar is still there. And you could go, oh, what happened to you? Oh, I got the scar. It's a such and such. I got the scar. It's a such and such. That's how this is. That's how cheating is. It never goes away. It's just how fast can we fix it? That depends on each other. That depends on you and the other person. Not what the statistics say, not what everybody else say. It really depends on you two. That means that you're able to talk about the affair, not what the person did and how they did it and all this other, but you're able to talk about it. You're able to talk about what emotion you had when you did it. When you cheated, you need to talk about the emotion that you felt when it happened and you found out about it. Because you might not know exactly when it happened, but when you found out about it, that's when it happened. So you might have those, you want to talk about those emotions. Then before you even get really into talking about it, breathe and be able to listen, because there's sometimes you can just want to jump in and say, that don't make any sense. You're dumb. You're stupid. You just wanted to do this to hurt me. This. You just wanted to mess with me because I did this. It's a whole bunch of stuff that can come along with this, and you don't want to be focused on those things. And sometimes you're gonna have to take a break. I mean, before I even, if I'm gonna tell you right now, if a man cheats on me, not only do I need to take a break before I even have a conversation, I need to take a personal care. I need to soak in the tub. I might need to go get a massage. I need to have this. I'm not talking to no friends. Do not talk to friends. I don't know how much to say this. Do not talk to your friends. It's not worth it. It's not. They're not going to help you. They're going to tell you if that was me, what I would do, and when it comes to them, they don't do. So, no, you can't talk to your friends about it. This really has to be a conversation between you and your spouse. And if you bring somebody else in it, you're not going to go with a clear head. You're not. And it makes it longer because they're going to remember it. And the friend's going to remember it. And then they're going to have something to say about it all the time. And you be like, I'm over it. We're working it out. But that's because you're being used. You're being dogged. You're being disrespected. All these different things come in this big old commotion. And you be like, why did I ever say a darn thing to this person? And I'd be like, because you weren't thinking. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't talk to friends. And if you did, stop it. And let them know this is my relationship. I have to work it out. I just need to vent, so I came to talk to you. I know I asked for advice, but I really can't. I have to have a clear mind on when I'm making this decision. I got to be clear because I love this person and this person is a part of me and we are one, and it can't be easy as just leaving each other. I got to figure it out. And even if they're telling you to stay, you still need to figure it out, because you don't want to stay because your friend told you to stay. You want to stay because you truly want to make this relationship work. And sometimes when we cheat or whatever, we don't want the relationship to work. We don't care about it anymore. Or sometimes it's just this person was paying more attention to me. And even though it sounds so stupid, well, I would have paid more attention, but you didn't. You saying what you would have did, but you didn't. Well, that's because I was busy doing that. I'm going to tell you what I did. This is why I didn't mean to. I had to sit back and think about it. It's not the answer that I want to give you, but it's the truthful answer. And sometimes after you hear that and you go your separate ways, you understand, I'd rather hear the truth than what I wanted to hear. It might not have been. I looked at this person is somebody this was my style, and this is why I wanted to see, was it better than what I had at home? And even though it's a stupid answer, I'm sorry, I will never do it again. But that's the thing too. You got to make it a goal not to ever do it again. And if you ever do it again, make a promise to yourself. I'm going to put it this way. And this is me being graphic, but you don't have to be this graphic. But to me, sometimes you got to hold yourself accountable better than anybody else can hold you accountable. So if you're a man and you cheated on your woman, you got to promise yourself, if I ever cheat again, I'm cutting my penis off. See, you ain't going to want to ever cut your penis off, so then you can't cheat. You get what I'm saying? And for a woman, you can go, okay, if I do this, I'm going to cut my clit off. cut my dick off. I'm gonna cut, I'm gonna stab it inside my pussy. Nobody's gonna be able to have sex with me again. Those are things that you're going to have to say, because your word and your promises have to mean something. And lately, I'm going to just tell you, people's promises and their words and all that don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean a darn thing. They don't even care. And it's so ridiculous that they don't care at all. They remember to love and live each day as if it were your last.